What's up, mortals? Alex here. And as you can see by the title of the video, today I am bringing you a deck profile on a brand new deck. We just got this 2 days ago. I went to sneak peek and I managed to get a lot of the cards. Actually, most of them, I'm just missing 3 of them. This is a deck that I was very excited to get my hands on. This because it's a really cool, fun deck. It's definitely not the best deck, but I see a lot of potential in this deck. It definitely one day will be a meta deck. If they keep getting good cards, unlike other decks, Subterrors, Konami, what the hell, the deck will definitely become a tier 1 deck. Just because the first wave of support, it's actually really good. And I'm pretty sure not a lot of you know what the Bullet or Rokket deck is. It's a deck that wants to link spam, not as spammy as World Chalice and or Cybers, but it definitely can spam. And that's how you get to your win condition, which is Barrel Load Dragon. And I will explain that card soon when I get to it. So the deck has 3 main deck monsters, which you play 3 of each. They are your main core. And what you want to be doing with them is destroy them in any way, just because they have all 3 share the same unique effect that during the end phase of the turn that they were destroyed, they can special summon each other from the deck, except for a copy of itself, of course. And it's so dark in here, Jesus Christ. Okay, I will explain what the main concept of the deck is. The main concept is to control the board. How do you do that? You want to summon the Barrel Load Dragon as fast as possible, but with the less amount of resources as possible. That's why you see a lot of my cards, like the baby Chaos Dragons, are really good for that. They help you spam the field while keeping resources. And that's why you see 3 Gofus. Gofu is probably the best link card we have right now, just because itself is 3 monsters, which is really good. Really, really good. I am surprised we still have this, but we will not be keeping 3 Gofus very soon. I know that for a fact. Anyways, you want to be spamming the board, making Barrel Load Dragon to control the board. How do you do that? Well, Barrel Load Dragon has really good effects that once per turn you can target any monster on the field and it loses a 500 attack, and that is permanent. But these guys, all 9 of them, or I guess all 3 of them, have very unique effects themselves as well, that when they're targeted by a link monster's effect, you can activate their effects as a quick effect. You can destroy them and apply whatever effects. This one right here is the least used one, or useful, I guess, but still pretty good. When he is targeted by a link monster's effect, you can destroy it, and one monster on the field loses its effects and it cannot attack, and it's permanent. So you can definitely chain it to something and activating. So it's really good because they will resolve as the chain link 2 or 3 or whatever you are activating them. So 3 of him. This one is Spells and Traps, and I am so sorry that there is like no lighting. Something is going on today. This one is Spells and Traps. Again, when a link monster targets it, you can destroy it and send 1 spell and trap card to the graveyard. And this one's the most important one. And as you can see, I am proxying one because I couldn't get my hands on the other one. But this one, again, is the most important just because of its stats, 18 by 1,000. And his effect is that he sends monsters to the graveyard. Non-targeting, non-destruction removal, which is really huge. And that's how you control the board with these guys. When you destroy them with Barrel Load Dragon, after using them as ammo, you get a new one on the end phase, which you will get whatever you will need for following plays. Like if you need a back row removal, you need effect negation, or another monster removal, well, you get whatever you need to control. Basically, these are your bullets for your gun, and that's how you control the board. You basically hold the gun to your opponent's face. It's pretty cool. I like it. You play 9 of those. You just have to play those 9. The deck also has a theme. What do we call this? Tin Goldfish. It's a level 4 Dark Dragon that if your opponent has a link monster, you can special summon it once that way, which is really good. Helps you spam. And once per turn, it lets you summon a level 4 or lower dragon from your hand, which it can be any of these guys because they are dragons. But the main one you want to be summoning is Sniffer Dragon. This card stats are just atrocious and its level is weird. But again, it's a link deck. You don't really want to be exceeding with these guys, even though you can. That's why we play some exceeds. But Sniffer Dragon, when it's summoned, any way that it's summoned, special or normal, it lets you get another Sniffer Dragon from your deck. So it keeps the resources going. So you can go a special summon, add a copy of itself, normal, and then you have 3. Or you can go a special, add, normal, link 3. Which is really good. And we also played 2 of each of the baby Chaos Dragons. These guys are actually really cool and some of my favorite cards in the game to help you keep linking and you keep resources, because when they leave the field, you get a guy. You get the counterpart. So you play at least 2 of each. I can see myself playing 3 Wyvern Busters very soon, just because it's the better one. Since you play a lot of darks, you can banish them at any point. And 2 of him because we don't have that many lights. So you will be summoning him by banishing him. And for the last monster, I guess I explained Gofu already. Really good card. So good. If you open with this in this game, in this deck, you probably win the game. Anyways, for the last one, 1 Max C, 1 Protector of the Shrine, because all your dragons are being destroyed by card effects, and you just get another guy. And he's the 4, he's a dragon, he's dark, he works with all your guys. So basically, he keeps coming back to like have link fodder, which is really good. And Darkness Metal Dragon, because it gets pretty silly in this deck. There's so many dumb plays you can do. And when I get to the Barrel Dragon, you will see why this card is here mainly. There's one very specific reason why Darkness Metal Dragon is here, aside from all of the guys being dragons. But yeah, that's it, the monsters. No other hand traps. This is not the most competitive deck. I am not trying to make it the most competitive, but I am still trying to make it playable. That's why there are no Ash Blossoms or Ghost Towers in this deck. Just a Maxi. For the spell cards, the deck has a Theme Barrage and a Theme D-Draw. As you can see, I am proxying one of the Barrage, and it's called Quick Launch. This is one of the main reasons why I wanted to play this deck. A deck that has a spell card or a trap card that summons guys from the deck, directly from the deck, is actually really good. We've learned it from Zoo, we learned it from Windups and all that. Quick Launch states that it's a quick play, by the way, which is pretty cool. You can set it and then basically get whatever ammo you want on your opponent's turn to like load it with Barrel Dragon. Anyways, let's get to it. Once per turn, you special summon one of these guys, one Rokket monster from your deck, which is really, really huge, but it's destroyed during the end phase. So basically, it will trigger your guys, and if you haven't triggered them with Barrel Load before the end phase, they will get blown up, and they will get whatever else you need. So it's really good. Yes, you can only it's not even once per turn, which is ridiculous. Wow, I just noticed it. Anyways, you play 3 of this. It's probably the best card in the deck. So good. You definitely play 3. 3 D-Draws. This one, it is once per turn. So no those super draw shenanigans. You can target a Rokket monster on the field, destroy it, and if you draw 2 cards. So this is really key for 2 reasons. 1, speed, and 2, it triggers your guys. Anything that triggers your guy while advancing your game state is really good. So you have to max out on those because I haven't drawn them enough. So it's really good. Plus drawing cards is always good. Everything in the deck except for Max C is dark, and Wyvern Buster, of course. But everything is dark, so of course I'm going to be playing Allure. You all know me. I love Allure. I love dark decks, and I'm glad I get to play 6 draw cards. For the last spells, I play 1 Raigeki, 1 Soul Charge. Soul Charge, no explanation. Raigeki, same. Well, they're just blowouts. And in any spammy deck, Soul Charge is going to win the game. And enough to say about that. Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion is actually really key for the deck. The Link 2 monster that the deck has, which I will get to later, has one very key effect, which I will explain whenever I get to the extra deck. So 2 Instant Fusions. That's it for the spells. And for the trap cards, just generic good traps. 3 Solemn Strikes and 1 Solemn Warning. No other really cute traps. I wish I could play more, but I definitely didn't want to go over 42. Let's just say 42. I wanted to say 43 because it was 43 before. But just 4 traps, good generics. And for the You don't have to play traps, but I am because I feel that these cards can become handy later. One Jar of Avarice and one Call of Bahamut. Call of Bahamut, you can chain it to your opponent's destruction, get one of your guys, and trigger their effects on the end phase because they were destroyed. Or you can get Barrel Load Dragon, which his link markers is the main reason why I'm playing Darkness Metal. Because Barrel Load Dragon's link markers are like this. Side to side and bottom, left and right, which is really cool. So Call of Bahamut is amazing, honestly. You can bring back Darkness Metal and keep going. And Jar of Avarice, just the one to keep the resources flowing. Just because there are some games where you run out of all 9 of this. And once that happens, you're going to be struggling. I believe the game will, if you haven't killed your opponent, of course, then you will need more ammo. And running out of ammo means death. And you know that from any war, any shooting games, if you have no ammo, you will die soon or eventually. And Jar of Avarice basically lets you keep going. You don't have to play it. But so right now, I am doing the 1. I started with 2, but now I am just keeping the 1. And that's it for the main deck, 42 cards. Very simple, cool deck. I'm actually really excited to play this deck more and to tweak it. For this extra deck, we are playing 2 fusions, and I am doing these 2 right now, but I will be changing them very soon. The level 4 fusion will be Dark Flare Dragon. It's a dark dragon from LOB. Its stats doesn't matter, but the fact that it's a dragon matters because the Link 2 requires dragons. So imagine this is Dark Flare Dragon, and this one is the Alligator Sword Dragon, the Alligator Sword plus Baby Dragon. The main reason why is because that one's a level 5 dragon fusion that can be summoned through instant fusion. And why does that matter? It matters because the Link 2 monster, again, will summon a level 5 or higher monster from the graveyard when it's Link summoned. So if it is a dragon, you can banish it with Darkness Metal and then go off, which is really huge. So imagine these 2 being Dark Flare Dragon and Alligator Sword Dragon. So those will be changed later, but as right now I'm doing these 2. For the Link monsters, I'm doing 1 Link Spider because Gofu spams tokens. I am doing the Proxy Dragon because it's a light monster that you can use to banish of Collapse Serpent, if anything. But again, Proxy Dragon is still a good Link monster overall. So 1 of each. 1 Akashic Magician. This is one of the brand new cards we just got, and I'm sorry it's not focusing. But she is fantastic. She has really cool effects that when she's Link summoned, she bounces the monsters that she is pointing to, which is really huge against your opponent's huge shift, momentum shift. If your opponent it was dumb enough to keep something on that zone. And it has another irrelevant effect that will never happen, so I won't get into that. But 1 of her, 1 Ib, because we can summon her and protect itself from battle and card effects, and at times we can protect the other guys from destruction if she's pointing to. So just the 1 option. Maybe she'll come out for the 3rd Twin Triangle Dragon, which this card is actually pretty nuts. It has 1 very key effect that it requires 2 dragons, 2 level 4 lower dragons. And if you saw in the deck, all of the guys are dragons and they're level 4. So we have a lot of ways to make him. He's definitely at 3F, but as of right now I have 2, so I'll just do it 2. When he's Link summoned, you can pay 500 life points, summon any level 5 or higher monster from your graveyard. Its effects are negated and it cannot attack. But it doesn't matter because we're going to be linking away with the monster in itself. So that's why the Alligator Sword is needed. So if we bring it back with this guy, we can banish it with Darkness Metal, and then we can bring back whatever else we need with Darkness Metal, preferably a Link monster to make us summon Barrel Load. So 2 of this for now. I definitely see myself playing 3 in the future. 1 Deco Talker, generic Link 3, nothing wrong with that. 2 Barrel Load Dragon. And before anyone comments and roast me, yes, this one is Japanese. I only have the 1, and shout out to my friend Mike for letting me borrow this. But as right now, I have the 1 in 1, and I'm not playing this competitively, so I'm just messing around with So two of this, it's necessary to have two because there are a lot of times where you make two, one linking to the other, and then you can like take two monsters. It's really cool. This is the main card of the deck, like I stated, and it has really cool effects. The once per turn, during either player's turn, target a monster in the field, it loses 500 attack permanently. That's how you trigger your Rokket monsters, by the way. When they've been targeted with the Link monster, you trigger them that way. He cannot be targeted with monster effects, which is huge. Aside from a Trishula, he's not leaving the field in any way. Or I guess Spell Trap, but who's playing Spell Trap removal anyways? And when he battles at the start of the damage step, you can take that opponent's monster that he is battling and put him to a zone he points to, which is dumb. Look at his link markers again. Left, right, side to side. Really, really good. This is the main reason why I'm playing this deck, because this card looks amazing and it's really cool effects. Control decks are always fun to play with. And for the last link, as of right now, I'm doing one Topologic Bomber Dragon. There's a lot of cool plays you can pull off with him. He's actually really neat. And the main character, okay, the main antagonist in the show uses this guy as well, so I figure I'll just add it in. The deck can't really play Firewall Dragon, so there's no reason to play it. I'm going to leave that for World Chalice. But that's it for the links for now. Later on, we'll add more, of course. And we do have some rank 4s. We have Utopia and Lightning because they are definitely the better ones. And Tornado Dragon to help you fight back row, because in the main deck there are no back row removal. I have those in the side deck. Like I said, I'm not playing this competitively, but if anyone wants to challenge me and have a side deck, then I have a side deck ready for it as well. But that's it. 3 XCs, just because you can make those. Some Link monsters. And the fusions for instant fusion, which I'll be changing later. This is a deck that I will definitely be trying to update as much as possible. And if you guys like the deck, let me know. If you guys have a list of your cell, post it down below as well. I would love to see what other people are doing with this deck. If you guys like this deck, like the video, comment down below if you saw anything that shouldn't be here, or if you have any suggestions, please comment down below and I'll definitely check those out. Do expect more videos of this deck from me in the future. I will update it as soon as we get support, or as soon as I see it fit. But so right now, this is what I've been toying around with. It's a really fun deck. If you haven't seen the deck in action and you are wanting to see it, or if you want a new deck, definitely look into this. This is a lot of fun. Again, it's not the most competitive deck, but eventually it will be, just because it has a lot of potential, like I stated. But again, rambling. Let me know what you think down below. Definitely check out my channel for more videos. Stay tuned. Like the video. If you like the deck, I guess. Thank you for watching. Alex out. Peace.